G'day guys, this is Tyr, and welcome back to another Fallout 76 guide. Today we are finally covering the max sneak damage multiplier for melee weapons. I had previously covered this topic for ranged weapons in a separate video. If you'd like to check that out, then I'll link it in the top right of the screen in the eye. But basically the purpose of this video is to show all the ways that we can increase the sneak damage multiplier itself that appears in the top left hand corner of the screen. And then finally showing the highest point that you can actually push it. So far I've found that it is a rather quick and easy process, only requiring 3 steps to max out. Well, to my knowledge at least. So if there is a way to get it higher than what I demonstrate in this video, then be sure to let me know and I'll cover it at a later date. But let's jump right into the video so I can show you guys how to achieve this. So for starters, like I said in my previous video on this topic, all players have a basic ×2 sneak multiplier by default. This is the same for all players that do not have any sneak multipliers added onto their character. It is the absolute base number. Now the simplest and easiest way to increase your sneak multiplier for melee is first off just by equipping the ninja perk that can be found in the agility skill tree. This perk description reads, sneak attacks with melee weapons do 3 times normal damage. This will increase your sneak attack multiplier from a ×2 up towards a ×3, which in of itself is a significant boost already, but I know that we can do a bit better. Now, many of you will probably consider this next part of the guide a bug, something that is not intentionally supposed to be happening, and I agree with you. This next bit will most likely get patched at some point in the future, so I suggest making use of it while you still can. And if it eventually does get patched, keep an eye out for the comments section. I will update the pinned comment stating so. But for now, it's in the game, so feel free to take full advantage of it. Basically, what I'm talking about is putting on the perk Covert Operations, also found in the agility tree. This perk description reads, your ranged sneak attacks deal 2.5 more normal damage. And I'm prefacing the word ranged there because while it says it only increases your ranged stealth attacks, it also does in fact affect your melee stealth damage as well. Somehow. I'm not exactly sure why, but in taking this we will push our sneak attack damage multiplier from 3 up to 3.5. And no, it does not matter what order you place these two cards in. No matter the order, you will always increase your multiplier by 3.5. Yeah, like I said, this may be a glitch. It's most likely a glitch, but who knows with Bethesda. If you're watching this in the future and it is patched, I am sorry you never got to experience this slight increase in sneak damage. But yeah, it's in the game for right now, so use it at your discretion. And then finally, once those 2 perk cards are on, all that's left is for us to pop a healthy dose of our favourite stealth chem, Carl-Mex. This little baby actually is intended to increase the stealth damage of both melee and ranged weapons, so no worries there, this part is not a glitch. But with that being said, if you take this Chem Last, it will increase our sneak attack multiplier from 3.5 to 3.65, which is actually pretty incredible. To make it simple, that is increasing the paper damage that we see on our melee weapons in the Pip-Boy by 3.65. So for argument's sake, let's just say if your melee weapon's damage is 1000 in your Pip-Boy, then with the sneak attack factored in, we would end up doing 3650 damage, assuming our target has 0 armor, because we always have to factor in that armor resistance, but this is just for argument's sake. Anyways, so far that is the highest number I managed to get through trial and error of everything I could think of relating to stealth damage in Fallout 76. The perk Mr. Sandman did not affect melee stealth damage, the stealth blade attachments did not increase the multiplier in the top left of the screen, nothing else I found had any effect or bearing on the multiplier itself, which is what the point of this video was, reaching the highest multiplier possible, which, in case you missed it, is a grand total of 3.65. And another thing to keep in mind here is that this sneak attack damage is also affecting our legendary perks like Hack and Slash and Explosive Palm. All those explosives that we are giving off with our fists are being affected by sneak damage and are being increased in damage. So yeah, keep that in mind. And I'd also like to mention, just for your knowledge, yes, it is possible to have different variations of sneak multipliers. I managed to get a 2.15 and then a 3.15 as well. This was affected by the Carmex and Ninja perk when I took them in different variations, so you need not worry about that. You shouldn't have those inferior multipliers unless you are specifically looking for it. The way I achieved those was by taking Carmex first and then putting on the sneak perks, so I don't know many people that would do that, but it's info to have at your disposal. That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new here, then be sure to drop a like and maybe even subscribe for more content like this in the future. A huge thank you to all of my channel members and Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It means the world, truly. Also, social media links are down in the description. As always, feel free to check it all out. Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. And yeah, guys, I've been Tyr. I'll catch you in the next one. Welcome to Valhalla.